Welcome back to Movie On. Today I'm going to explain the movie called The Killing of a Sacred Deer from 2017. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care, and I hope you enjoy it. This movie is about a doctor. So many patients had died on his hand, but still he thinks he's God. His relation with his family is so practical, without any emotions. But something happened to him, and from then on, he thinks that there's another world after science. He can't do anything about it, and he must bow before the God of that world. The movie is full of negative vibes, and if you're offended by these, please avoid watching this movie. At the beginning of the movie, we saw a famous cardiologic surgeon. His name was Stephen Murphy, and he was performing an open-heart surgery. After the operation, he met a guy named Martin. He used to meet him frequently. They talked about formal stuff. Stephen had a formal relationship with his family as well. His wife was also a doctor. Her name was Anna. His daughter's name was Kim, and his son's name was Bob. Stephen frequently went to meet Martin, and he used to give him money and gifts. Martin looked like an innocent guy, but he was so strange. From their conversation, we realized that Martin was mentally unwell. Stephen always told everyone that Martin's dad had a very dangerous accident, and he died before they could admit him to the hospital. The relationship between Martin and Stephen was not clear. One day, Stephen invited Martin over to his house to have lunch. He told Anna that he had checked his dad, but he died on the way. Since Martin is mentally unwell, I give him gifts and money. Martin met Kim and Bob, and they spent such a good time together. Kim went out with Martin, and she sang some songs for him. Martin was very happy, and he invited Stephen to his house for dinner. His mom and him were the only people in their house. After having dinner, he insisted Stephen watch his favorite movie together. They started to watch the movie, but in the middle, Martin went to sleep. Stephen decided to leave after some time, but Martin's mom tried to take romantic advantage of Stephen. Stephen stood up with anger and left. He didn't tell Anna about it. Stephen realized that Martin and his mom were very strange, so he began to stay away from them. Martin tried to call him so many times. He waited for him in the restaurant, but Stephen never showed up. Then Martin tried to talk to Stephen's family. He became friends with Kim, and they became very close. After some time, one morning Bob couldn't get up on his feet. His feet were paralyzed. Anna and Stephen took him to the hospital. The neurosurgeon checked him up and said that his feet were perfectly fine. There were no signs of paralysis. The next day, Martin came to the hospital to meet Bob. While leaving, he asked Stephen to meet him in the canteen. Then Martin exposed the truth. He told him that his dad didn't die in a car crash. In fact, he was still alive when they brought him to the hospital. Stephen was doing his surgery, and my dad died in that surgery. Martin thinks that Stephen has killed his dad. Then Martin told him that since you've killed my dad, you'll have to choose one of your family members and kill them with your hands to balance my father's death. And if he doesn't do it, then Kim, Bob, or his wife will get sick in 4 different stages. And at last, all of them would die. The first stage will be the paralysis of the leg. In the second step, they will stop having food on their own. In the third step, their eyes will start to bleed. And in the fourth stage, they will die. After saying this, Martin said, "This is my revenge, and I will take revenge like this." Stephen was a good doctor, so he went to find the answer with the help of science. He thinks Martin lied to him, but the next day, Bob stopped eating food. Meanwhile, Kim and Martin became very good friends. He was falling in love with Kim, but after some time, Kim was also paralyzed. Kim was hospitalized with Bob. That night, Stephen told everything to Anna. He told her about Martin and how he was taking his revenge. He wants justice. But still, Stephen didn't agree that Martin's dad died because of him. The next day, Kim received a call from Martin. He was outside the hospital. Martin asked her to get to the window. And surprisingly, Kim got her sense back, and her legs were working fine. So he went to the window and saw that Martin was standing outside the hospital. But when Martin hung up the call, Kim's leg got paralyzed once again, and she fell down. Anna saw this with her own eyes, and she realized that maybe Martin has some kind of supernatural power. That's why she went to Martin's house to talk to him. Anna asked him, "Whatever happened to your dad is my husband's fault. Why are you taking revenge on me and my kids?" Martin said, "This is the justice I want. He killed my dad, and now he will have to choose one of his family members to die. Stephen was such an alcoholic 3 years ago. He used to perform surgery after drinking, and that's why Anna went to talk to Stephen's friend about it. She asked him if Stephen was drunk before the surgery. He said yes. That night he took 3 or 4 packs of drinks, and then performed the surgery. Anna was so shocked after knowing this. On the other side, the kids were in the hospital, but they were not getting better at all. That's why Anna took them home. Stephen couldn't tolerate the pain of his kids. He was crying a lot. That's why he kidnapped Martin and beat the shit out of him. He thought that maybe he had some supernatural powers. He asked him to reveal his power, but nothing happened. Rather, Martin warned him that you're beating me, but you have no time left. If you want to kill me, then do it fast. But this curse will never stop. Here, both of the kids found out what was happening to them, and they were going through this because of Martin. Kim was 13 years old, but she was very selfish. She said to Bob that, "Mom, Dad will choose you to die." She also said that, "When you die, can I please use your MP3 player?" First of all, it was 2017, and no one uses an MP3 player now. Secondly, she's his sister. Instead of showing mercy, she was scaring him. Kim had a plan to live with Martin if she survives this curse. She wants to stay with the one who is responsible for all of this. Her parents should have chosen Kim to die. Bob was so scared after hearing this. His dad asked him so many times to do his hair, so he dragged himself to the scissors and cut his hair on his own. Then he went to his dad and said, "Dad, I will do whatever you want me to do, but please let me live. I want to stay with you." Stephen felt bad after hearing this. Kim had a crush on Martin. Kim and Martin were such good friends, so she dragged herself to Martin with the motive that he will fix her leg. That's why she went to the basement and tried to make a deal with him. She told him, "I will free you from here, but you must fix my leg. Then we'll go to a nice place and get married. We'll spend a very long time together." But Martin didn't care about Kim. He ignored her. And finally, Kim realized that this guy will never help her. That's why she got mad and she tried to run away from the house. Stephen and Anna noticed it, and they brought her back. There were so many issues going on between Stephen and Anna. Anna thought that Stephen was responsible for this situation. But one day, Anna became so happy, and she said to Stephen that you should choose one of our kids to die. Don't get too emotionally attached, because we can still make babies. Everyone was thinking of their own survival. No one cared about anyone else. The next morning, Anna realized that their kids were not getting better, even after they kidnapped Martin, so Anna let him go. But after some time, Bob's eyes started to bleed, which means the final stage was very close. Everyone panicked. Stephen had to pick one to die so that he could break the curse. But instead, he tied them to the chairs and brought down a rifle. He started to spin around and press the trigger. He pressed the trigger 3 times, but he missed it twice. But the last shot hit Bob, and Bob died. Stephen had the guilty feeling that he had killed his own child. He could have chosen Bob without killing him, but now Bob died in his hands, and now he'll have to live with the guilt. After that, Kim got better, and she could walk again. After some time, they went to the same restaurant where Stephen and Martin used to meet. Suddenly, Martin came there. After seeing Martin, Stephen and his family left. But while leaving, Kim looked at Martin and smiled, which means Kim was still in love with Martin. Her own brother died because of him, but still, she wants him. This was the overall story of this movie, and this is based on a Greek god. This is a metaphorical movie. This Greek story was from the Trojan War. When Agamemnon was going to war, then he killed his favorite deer of the Greek god. Therefore, the god became so angry. Agamemnon's army was sailing towards Troy, but the Greek god stopped the wind. Therefore, Agamemnon and his army couldn't move forward. The king was told that he needs to sacrifice his daughter to get rid of the curse. The king thought that, how can I kill my own daughter? But he had to kill his daughter due to pressure from the war. He lied to his daughter and his wife. He told them that he had arranged the marriage of his daughter with Achilles. Then they went to the port of Athens, and his daughter was shocked when she found out that she was getting sacrificed by her own father. Achilles had no idea about what was going on, so he went to stop the sacrifice. But Agamemnon's daughter was so innocent that she was ready to sacrifice herself for her father. After seeing her willingness, the Greek god got impressed, and he let her live. But he must sacrifice something to break the curse. So the Greek god replaced the princess with another deer. But the princess was now bowed to the god, and the god ordered her to get to the Taurus city. The princess became a priest, and she started to worship the Greek god. The main theme of this mythology was that if someone commits a sin, then the Greek god will take revenge on them. He would take away one of their precious things from them. The people had to repay with life if they took someone else's. This was the law of the Greek god. The Greek goddess could easily kill the king if she wanted to, but she wanted to take revenge on him, and she wanted to set an example. She wanted to make sure that everyone realizes the fact that God is the most powerful. No matter how powerful the humans are, they must bow before the god. The same thing happened in this movie. Stephen thought that he was more powerful than God, but someone died on his hands because of drinking alcohol. He never accepted the fact that he killed Martin's dad. Martin played the role of the Greek god. His dad died because of Stephen, and he ordered him to sacrifice one of his own family members. He told him to repay with life. This movie was converted into modern Greek mythology to show that this example can still fit in this modern world. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the videos on your screen. And don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, I will say, stay safe, stay well, thanks.